We've had 2 weeks of constant rain down here in the south coast. It hasn't just been like drizzle, it's been downpouring. It's an actual stop in construction. We haven't really had anything done. The knock-on effect of that is that we've had a 5-month delay added in. After 2 weeks of rain, we've finally gotten a break in the weather and we have an absolute stunner of a day for the first pour on the main dwelling. So we've got the office happening. The boys have done all the form work. They are rearing to go. There are going to be 18 trucks here today. Let's get in. All right, we're here at game day at the main dwelling. We're pouring the first slabs. This is actually gonna happen in multiple stages because it is a monster, but it's a very exciting day today. They've got the whole team on, but the plumbers just inching in front of the concreters while the boys are pouring the slabs. So this slab's actually a little bit different to the other ones in a sense that we are pouring a structural slab, and then in the main areas, we're actually doing a topping slab. So what the slab dip will step down a little bit. Just because it's so big and it might crack, to get the best finish for the slab and due to the size, we do need to add a topping slab. So we are doing it through the main pavilion there and then through the bedrooms and the hallway. So there are step downs in the concrete just to get that really, really nice finish at the end. The smaller pieces where you have bedrooms and stuff, we haven't bothered to do because if it does crack, there's probably gonna be a carpet and a bed over the top, so you're not really gonna notice it. So we're here with the big dog, Sterling himself, from Sterling Concrete. Tell us what's the most interesting part about this job so far?
The landscape. This is probably the best job we have, to be honest.
And is there anything interesting about this job in particular, or is this pretty standard, run-of-the-mill?
Pretty standard, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like this is like the waffle pods that we're doing. This is what everyone does these days.
Yep.
It's a better way to go.
Yep.
The downfall of this is like they can blow away.
Yes, yes, we have
the scrap management and stuff like that. But as far as like a flat base I'm working with, these are probably the best things you can get.
And what that means is that we can actually save a lot of concrete here. It maintains the structural strength, but they are a cost-effective way to do this much concrete, right? There's a lot of concrete here, so it's a bit more cost-effective. All right, the boys are working hard today to pour. I think it's the second out of 3 pours for the primary dwelling. We're getting all the pavilion and the garage and then the outdoor entertainment area here as well. And then after that, the only pour that's remaining is to do that kind of suspended slab over there, which will be the wing with another couple of bedrooms and the outdoor entertainment. So it's moving along very quickly. It's all really moving along right now, so it's very exciting.
Standing here on the cured and finished slab that was poured the other day. As you can see, it's finished and quite large. If you walk with me this way, there'll be garage doors here and here. And then up through here, there'll be glass doors. And then this section here will be laundry and some extra storage space.
I don't know if you've seen this before. Follow me. So this is the wellness center. So this is real cool. It's just off the side of the big dwelling, looking straight out at the view there, which is really cool as well. So this is another one of the slabs that's been poured. There's a few slabs in this property, but they're all very useful spaces and they'll be very cool once it's all done. All right, so in here, what we have is like an outdoor bathroom, right? So we saw something like this on Pinterest once, we had to add it. So it's kind of a late addition in the planning, but it'll have an outdoor shower here. It'll all be clad in rock, stone, super cool. And then it's all open to the elements. So you can have an outdoor shower. We've got this concrete through here. You can see there's a drop here, which is for the topping slab, so that once they do it, it'll all be raised. Got a bedroom, and then we've got the butler's pantry actually with the powder room, and this leads onto a big outdoor entertainment area. This has all been done in concrete, and we'll have a stone or tile on top through here. And then inside here we have the pavilion, which is the main feature. So we've dropped this slab 100 mil so that we can do a topping slab just to make sure that it's the best finish possible, because it is the feature of the house. It'll have the fireplace, it'll have the kitchen and another fireplace down here. And then from there we're going to be moving on to another suspended slab, which the pour will be happening very shortly, which is coming up in this video. That will be the final pour for the actual structural, and then we'll be able to put frames up. So this is a cool little provision that we've allowed for. So the fireplace, this is the central column. It'll have stone going up to the ceiling. But what we've allowed for here is like basically pipes to allow oxygen in, because the house is quite sealed to keep it quite efficient. But we need oxygen for fires, right? And they've also allowed for what looks like electrical here, which is very cool. So making sure you get these things in before you pour your slab, because to get this in later, cut into it. But if you are polishing the structural, you cannot go back. You're going to see where you made the mistake. So you need to think about these things. We've just allowed for them extra and additional so that we could get them done. So in the background, you can see here where they're busy getting the formwork ready, or the steel work for the suspended slabs. On the outside of it, we actually have planter boxes. So that's going to be a really cool feature. It's one of those things. It's going to have plants falling off the sides into rockwork or stone, and it's going to just look so epic next to that tree there. One of the highlights of this build for me definitely is this beautiful planter boxes falling over the edge. Just a really nice touch that the designers and architects have put in there. And we're going to have these stairs running down, and they're just these trees that have probably been here for hundreds of years. It just looks so sick. Just can't wait to see it all done, and especially when the landscaping is done as well. All right, so one thing that we are looking at now, once all the concrete's in place, is the size of the pool. And even though it's a pool that can take 20 people, it actually looks quite small in place, just because the house is so big, right? It's one of those things. Now, we did select this size pool for a reason, and the main reason was that when we were first designing this house, it was going to be 100% off-grid. So there was no power. We were going to be self-powered. Now, the bigger your pool is, the more energy is required to heat it. You know, it's a luxury accommodation. You need the pool to be heated. It can't be cold. But plans changed over time. So now we're actually going to be on-grid. We're actually getting power lines in. So now that obviously changes everything. You're like, oh, I could have had a bigger pool. And it's always in hindsight. You're like, I could have done that, could have done this. And the funny thing with that is that everything in the house is like that. So when you look at these things, it's like, it's very easy to get lost and always, you know, want to do something different. And you kind of like, the funny thing with building is once it's locked in, it's locked in. And that's what's going to be. And you're always going to have this thing, and this is what people say when they finish a build, there's always something that they could have done differently. And I think you cannot get it to a point where it's correct. I think that's just human nature. This is the office. I don't think we've ever taken anyone in here. So let's go have a look inside. All right, so this is the office space, which is a really cool space in this build as well. It's like snuck it in because of the way the land falls, we have to build this in. But this will be an office with enough space for 12 people easily, so people can, you know, rent out the house, do that thing, and then come down here and actually do work, proper work, fully kitted out, full space, bathroom back there, kitchenette, and then 2 massive desks here. And above me, what we have is the suspended slab. So this is going to house the bedroom and stuff above. So they're busy getting this ready for the pour. So once this is poured, all this will be able to come out and you'll be able to see this in its full glory. So very exciting. And then we have the frames arriving shortly as well, which are all going to start coming up.